Hey everyone, Sebastian here. So today I just wanted to go over really quick what happened in the last 24 hours in crypto, Bitcoin, Ethereum, Litecoin, everything went freaking crashing down. So we're going to do a quick crypto update. Is the bottom in? Let's go and find out. So if we look at the charts right now, yesterday we had a significant drop, obviously in Bitcoin price. We hit an all-time low. Let's see, let's go look at the daily chart. So from the high of it, of around 65,000, was around 64 something, down to the bottom, we went down 53%. That is a huge correction that we've seen. The prior correction was here, and we had, we went from here down to here. Was it like a 32% correction just a couple months back? But this time around, we had a huge correction, and it bounced from there, which is good. Right now, if we look at the chart, we are hovering above the 200-day moving average on Bitcoin, and it's above it. The good thing on the RSI, it looks like RSI is around 53 right now. Last time we were around this, just a few hours ago, we were around this price of 40,000, so we're up $1,500 or so in price, which is a good sign. So I think we're going to be heading higher, it looks like right now, as far as how we gotten to the bottom of it. A lot of people are saying that there's capitulation in the market, which is a good sign, which lets us know that we're oversold and we're probably going to be bouncing back from here. Only time will tell, obviously, not financial advice. Dogecoin, the same thing, has obviously bottomed at 21 cents. That would have been another correction of, oh boy, if we look at the daily chart, that was a huge correction on that one. So the high was around 74 cents, and we went down to 21. That was a 71% correction on it, which is outstanding. That's not saying it's not good, but you know the correction is in, and hopefully we can resume the bullish uptrend going forward. If we look at Stellar, same thing. I mean, everything yesterday just crashed. Let's see what else we have. ADA, Cardano, same thing. We don't have a lot of data on this one, but you can see everything just crashed like crazy. So on ADA, for the correction part of it, we were around 2045 for the high, and we hit a low of 143, which is a 57% correction. So that was pretty much crypto-wide with everything crashing down. Ethereum, same thing. If you look at it from the high of almost 4,400 down to around 2,500, we had a correction of 57%. So that's not good. So here's what's going on. Part of the market that crashed, the reason part of the market crashed yesterday was news that came in from China, and we also had obviously Elon Musk last week talking about why they're going to stop accepting Bitcoin for payments for cars with Tesla. And if we look at the article that came out yesterday regarding the Chinese news, so why, for Market Watch, so why China crypto crackdown sparked a Bitcoin crash and could feed a backlash. So I thought this was kind of interesting. So let's get into the article here. Excuse me. So a move by Chinese regulators early Wednesday to restrict crypto activity may have helped spark a broad sell-off for digital assets. It kind of started off with Elon Musk tweeting, and then this obviously kind of added to the fire, and we saw a huge sell-off yesterday. But the crackdown, which appears aimed at bolstering the country's own digital yuan efforts, could backfire, says one analyst. So China represents as much as 75% of all Bitcoin mining. I don't know if that's true anymore. There's a lot more going on in Canada, Sweden, even in the U.S. here. So I don't know if that still represents 75% or if it's a little bit less than that, but that seems kind of high to me. The Chinese government is clearly averse to seeing Bitcoin's rise in popularity as a medium of exchange, said Boris Schlossberger, managing director at BK Asset Management, in a note. Instead, Chinese authorities are keen to see their own digital currency in the form of the yuan become the primary unit of account in the Chinese economy. The People's Bank of China announced that financial services companies and payment services were banned from pricing or conducting business in virtual currencies, news report said. That obviously caused the market to crash. one factor widely blamed for the sell-off that we saw yesterday for Bitcoin, obviously. The world's most popular digital currency dropped toward 30,000 to its lowest on Wednesday. Obviously, a 50% correction from the all-time high. The digital yuan is controlled by the Chinese central bank, providing the government with heightened ability to monitor economic activity and its people. So this is more of the Chinese government being able to control its citizens and how they spend their money and everything else. This is not a good thing in my opinion. China is also positioning the digital yuan for international use, which some analysts see as a potential but very long-term challenge to the US dollar's long-standing dominance. And this is why the US has to come out with its own digital US dollar version of it, or get on board with maybe like Bitcoin or something else for the for a currency. The digital yuan, unlike popular cryptos, won't offer users anonymity, meaning basically it's tied to you in one way or another if you're a Chinese resident. Digital yuan being both programmable and trackable gives the Chinese government enormous control over the economy. It would allow Chinese policymakers to know every consumer choice and give them the power to directly affect spending behavior by making the currency able to be expired at a certain date, for example. I mean, so how would you like that? You get paid in the digital yuan and it's, you got 2 months to spend it or it's going to expire, or 6 months, whatever. So you got to spend it. That's how they're going to be able to control the economy, which isn't good. Some people want to obviously hold things, put things away for savings and things like that. But if it expires and it's no good anymore, you got to spend it. The greater the effort by the Chinese authorities to ban crypto on the mainland, the greater the desire by Chinese nationals will be to export part of their net worth into an anonymous store of value, he said. Which we're seeing that same thing play out in, not to the same extent, but in Brazil, Argentina, where they have hyperinflation. People are going over to Bitcoin to hedge a store of value. For example, if Chinese authorities were to enforce jail terms on anyone holding assets in crypto or even very steep tax, the desire for the asset could wane, he wrote. So, I mean, that's obviously interesting, and that's true. Depending on how much regulations you get, will depend on how much you're able to drive the price of anything else. So I thought that was just interesting. Hopefully the market obviously is improving and it will get better from here. So with that being said, I just wanted to say thank you so much for watching. Please consider subscribing to my channel. It helps me out tremendously, hitting the like button. Also, if you want to support me on Patreon, I would appreciate it. And all the links are in the description down below for the article that I talked about. And I believe that's it. Until next time, see you guys. Thanks.